Good evening. My name is Meredith Conger, and I am with the Ascension Parish Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness. This is an emergency action statement for the evening of August 14th, overnight through the morning of August 15th. I want to give an important update regarding the ongoing flooding situation in Ascension Parish. The Amite River at Bayou Manchac is currently at 18.5 feet and will crest at 1 a.m. at 21.5 feet. The Amite River at Port Vincent is currently at 16.37 feet and will crest at 7 a.m. at 17.5 feet. These waterways are rising at a rapid rate around the parish, and many residents are already experiencing backwater flooding. We anticipate areas north of Highway 42 and east of 431 to experience significant flooding. The area between Port Vincent and Gold Place Road is impacted now and will get worse over the next 24 hours. Highway 42 and the lake area is seeing an impact now and will also worsen over the next 24 hours. South of Gold Place and east of Highway 431 will be impacted depending on the elevations from the Amite River. Stringer Bridge Road to Highway 22 is the next area that we expect to be impacted within the next 24 hours. Water will come from Santa Ma and the Stringer Bridge Road area and will slowly impact the Gonzales area within the next 24 hours. We are aware that several roads have been covered with water at this time, and we anticipate that number of roads to rise. To give an update on the Henderson Bayou pumping station, that station was turned off at 4 p.m. today. It was turned off due to the levels of water on the outside of the floodgate being too large to be pumped. The gate at Henderson Bayou is now functioning as a floodgate and is holding back a significant amount of water from Manchac and its tributaries. The tributaries along Manchac are fully saturated, and this is the cause for flooding in several areas further south of Manchac. Laurel Ridge and Gold Place, an update for this area, water is flowing over the Gold Place Road. Water is cascading over the top of the Laurel Ridge levee. It is not a significant flow at this time, but a steady flow. But this levee structure has not had any breaks, any breaches, or any structural damage. Between Gold Place and the Laurel Ridge levee, there is a drop where around 4 feet of water is coming through. Tomorrow at crest, a significant flow of water will begin to come over the Gold Place Road and the Laurel Ridge levee. The Marvin Bro pumps are fully operational at this point in time, but there is a very likely possibility that they will no longer be functionally useful in the near future. However, this has not happened yet, and the pumps will continue to operate as long as possible. There has not been much evacuation from these high-risk areas at this time, but as was mentioned in a press conference held by parish officials Sunday morning, a voluntary evacuation is in place at this time. We have provided multiple mapping systems for residents to get a better idea if their homes will fall into that major high-risk zone. If you have access to the internet, please visit ascensionparish.net, where you can find the latest flooding information, including these maps, on our homepage. Our Emergency Operations Center is fully activated and staffed at this time. We are working diligently to answer your questions. However, please understand the volume of comments and messages to our Facebook page about the threat to a specific address is too high for us to answer at this time. We ask that you use the maps we have provided and to determine if you are in a high-risk area and take protective actions as you see fit. As I mentioned earlier, a voluntary evacuation is in place in Ascension Parish. We have established a shelter for residents at the Lamar Dixon Expo Center Trademark Building. This shelter does not accept pets. However, if you have pets with you, Kara's House Animal Shelter on Airline has closed, but they will be accepting pets under the main arena at Lamar Dixon. Stray animals can be brought to Barn 1 at Lamar Dixon. We have been receiving numerous calls from residents wanting to volunteer and have received an overwhelming amount of support from the public. Anyone wanting to donate crates, kennels, or food bowls to the Kara's House can bring them to the arena at Lamar Dixon. Any organizations wanting to donate food to the shelter or to emergency responders, please call our EOC at 225-621-8360. We understand that this is a very tense and scary situation, and as a result, rumors have been spreading throughout the parish via social media. I would like to clarify some of these now. There has not been a levee breach, break, or any type of structural failure at this time. The Marvin Bro pumps will remain operational as long as functionally possible, and no water system failures have been reported. Please let me be clear. At any time, if this information should change, the Ascension Parish Office of Homeland Security will issue a statement to the public. I have been in contact with multiple local and mainstream media sources throughout the day, providing updates through every outlet available, and I will continue to do so. We ask that residents please use the appropriate sources for information during this event. We are working to push this information out through our Facebook and Twitter pages around the clock. Our parish website is also a great source of accurate information. The 911 center is still experiencing a high call volume. Therefore, we ask you to call the non-emergency line at 225-621-8300, option 1, for all non-emergency situations. For information, you can call our EOC at 225-621-8360. In closing, I ask that you remain vigilant and take every precaution to protect yourselves and your families. The flood event we are experiencing now is unlike any flood event in the history of Ascension Parish. Please know that emergency responders, parish officials, volunteers, and numerous others are working around the clock for the people of Ascension Parish. Please remain tuned to Ascension Channel 21, to local media and other social media platforms for up-to-date information throughout the duration of this event. We will give another briefing as more information is given. I am Meredith Conger, Planning and Intelligence Section Chief for the Office of Homeland Security. This concludes our emergency action statement.